Hey, hello everyone. So today we're going to start our new unit. We're going to do a little bit of research about COVID-19. The whole idea of this unit will be to help you get some of the facts and try to understand what's happening, and we'll put it into some perspective compared to things that have happened in the past. So when you log into Schoology, get into science, obviously the first thing you're going to see should be updates, and don't forget to do your attendance for today. If you go into materials, scroll down. Yesterday we did our iTime. If you haven't done that yet, please go back and get that completed. And then for today we have this Unit 11 COVID-19 Distance Learning Assignment. So when I click on that folder, here is the introduction video that you're listening to right now. The next assignment that is assigned for today is going to be an article review. So what happens when you click on this, it should bring you to your assignment. This obviously looks a little bit different. So the COVID-19 article review number 1, you're going to choose an article that looks interesting. You can either use the links in Schoology, or you can find your own article online. I'll show you where the links I posted are, just to give you access to some, but you can go to the Centers for Disease Control website, or the World Health Organization, or a reputable news source, the University of Minnesota. Find any resource that you want to use, and read an article or a web page about COVID-19. You're going to give me the title of the article, the subject or topic. Give me 3 details in your own words. Summarize the main idea. And then you're going to write about your reaction. Okay, so what did you feel? What did you learn? What did you understand after reading this article? Does it make sense? Does it sound like things you've already heard, or does it go against everything you've been hearing? And then try to find where the article got its information from. A lot of times in articles at the very bottom, it'll list some of its sources or sites, or even in the article it'll say referencing government policy, the World Health Organization, something like that. Down here, you're going to write down any questions. You don't have to answer these questions. Just write down the questions that you have from the article. Then list how your biases, previous knowledge, beliefs, and opinions affect your opinion of the article. So this is where you'd write something down in regards to, well, I had thought this, but the article says this, or I know this to be true and the article is stating something different, or if it's agreeing with what you believed. And then how does the article impact others? So we already talked about how it impacted you, and now write down what the article is doing for others. Like, if somebody else read this article, are they going to be going about their lives with misinformation? Or is it going to be something that is helpful, and it'll be really educational for other people, and it's something that they should learn about? So that's article review number 1. And as you go through, take the long way here. As you go through, so you'll see there's 3 of those. So today I have assigned 1. Tomorrow assigned a second article. You'll find a second different article. And then on the 20th, next Monday, you'll do a third. And now if you'll notice here also, it says must make a submission. So you have to do this one first before anything else in the folder really opens up to you. Okay, so each of these daily assignments is graded as class activity, building up to the final project at the end. So these 3 articles, as I said, you can find any of them, any article that you're interested in, or if you click here, I've posted a bunch of links, and I gave you like the general topic of what the article's about. Now, a lot of these are websites, so they're getting updated regularly. Like this CDC one, it's the CDC's official site for the coronavirus. So if you click on it today, and somebody else clicks on it tomorrow, the information there might be different, which is fine. Some other ones are like news articles, and they're not necessarily getting updated as often. So they might have more irrelevant data, or data that was based on information from 2 weeks ago. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't necessarily make one article better than the other for this assignment. Just keep that in mind when you're going through and reviewing the article. Okay, so next, so that'll be the next 3 class assignments. And just like with the chemistry unit, if you want to work ahead, if you're reading these articles quickly and you want to get them over with, then go for it. On the 21st, next Tuesday, I'm giving you a catch-up day / start on your vocab. So if you didn't get all 3 articles done, if you pick a longer article, take your time and read it, and then keep working through and finish it, and then you'll have a catch-up day on Tuesday to finish whatever's not done, and you can start on your vocab. So there is a list of vocab words. Write down the ones you've read about. You can start looking up some of the ones that you haven't read about yet, and you'll just keep poking at that assignment as we continue. So then to continue, once you have viewed this item, you don't have to finish and submit your vocab right away, you just have to view it. Then you can start on statistics research. So let me open that one. So for this assignment, you're going to use a resource. You're going to look up a resource of data to find out, as of the 21st, how many people had contracted the coronavirus, how many people in the US, how many people in Minnesota, and you're just going to look up all this data as best you can find it. Okay? There we go. Okay, then we're going to go into vaccine research. Okay, they are working on a vaccine for this, so I want you to find an article or multiple articles. Here are some examples that you can use to learn what is a vaccine, or sorry, what is a virus, what is a bacteria, what is the difference between an inactivated and an active vaccine, what are the benefits of an inactivated vaccine, what is a toxin. Okay, so some of these general questions about what a vaccine is, just so you better understand the science and the work that goes into developing these vaccines and what they're supposed to do for your body. All right, and then our last background article on COVID-19 is the physiological research. So this is the physiological means like the body. So it has to do with the effects of COVID-19 on your body. So again, here are a couple example articles. You're welcome to use other ones. But so like for our current understanding, what is the incubation period? What are the most common symptoms? What are some additional symptoms that some people can get? And then all these general questions, just so you have an understanding of what's going on. Okay, so then finally the project, the assignment for this chapter, which will start on around the 28th, whenever you get to it, and you have through May 1st for those few days, and that weekend should give you enough time. You're going to do a comparison project. So you're going to compare COVID-19 with another disease that's out there. So some similar ones like MERS and SARS, or the Spanish flu, or some other ones that are completely different, like Lyme disease, which comes from tick bites. So you'll pick one of these, and then you're going to answer these research questions. Some of them you've already done for COVID-19, but you're going to answer those research questions again about your second disease. So the disease you chose, say you chose Lyme disease, you're going to look up, is it a virus or bacteria? And then for COVID-19, is it a virus or bacteria? And then what's the difference between a virus and a bacteria? Okay, we're going to write that down again here. You've already looked that up when you did the COVID-19 research. What is the treatment? What do they do if you're sick with Lyme's disease? What do they do if you're sick with COVID-19? And you're going to work through these questions as best you can. And then any other information, each of these, whatever you pick, and COVID-19, they are different. Okay, they may have a lot of similarities, they may not, but they're going to be different. So write down some other information that you found about each of them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go into the Schoology assignment and you're going to make some slides. Okay, a lot like we did for some of those other assignments we worked on. You're going to make a presentation slides that obviously you're not going to be presenting. But so when you go into the slides, okay, this will be, everybody's title page will look the same, COVID-19 compared to, and then you'll write in the disease you chose and write in your name. This next slide, I just wrote all those questions down again. Just as a reminder, remember to include all this information in your presentation. Okay, so is it a disease or a virus? What's the treatment? And then you can just delete this slide when you're done. And you can use as many slides as you want. You can use any format you want. If you want to do it like half and half, split it into one for COVID-19, one for your disease, kind of like this. If you want to just lay it out like that, that's fine. However you want to present the information, this is your chance to express yourself and just teach, at least for now, to teach me a little bit about comparing COVID-19 to some other diseases that have been current or in the past. All right, and that will be this unit. Obviously, I'm available for questions, so if you have them, please ask, and I'll stay in contact with you guys. I'll probably do another video here in a little bit after reviewing some of these first assignments turned in to give a little bit more feedback on what we're looking for. And I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.